Does the sixth sense really exist? Have you ever felt an inexplicable unease inside you for no reason? Even when everything seems fine, has your heart tightened as if something bad is about to happen? Or conversely, when making a decision that seems logically wrong, has an inner voice told you that it was right? Many people have experienced this feeling at least once in their lives, and most people describe this situation with a single word: the sixth sense. But does the sixth sense really exist? Or is it just our attempt to make sense of coincidences? Today, we will examine the answer to this question in detail through science, the human brain, and real-life examples. What is the sixth sense? The sixth sense is an intuition that people often feel quite strongly, but for which they cannot find a logical explanation. This feeling sometimes manifests itself as a sense of danger, sometimes as a sudden distrust towards a person, and sometimes as the thought, "I must leave here immediately." What's interesting is this: when a sixth sense arises, there's usually no clear reason. Everything seems normal, but that inner feeling disturbs the person. People often express this feeling as follows: "I had a feeling. I sensed something was wrong. I felt inexplicably uneasy." That's why the sixth sense has been considered a mysterious concept for centuries. Why do people believe in a sixth sense? Because people want to explain things they can't understand. And the sixth sense often seems to have proven right later on. For example, someone might say, "I didn't want to go there. It didn't feel right. Something bad happened later." These kinds of examples further strengthen the concept of a sixth sense. But there's an important question here. Did the feeling really save us, or are we just remembering the outcome? Does science say a sixth sense exists? From a scientific point of view, humans do not have a separate sense organ called a sixth sense. So this feeling is not supernatural, is not a hidden power, is not a paranormal ability. But this doesn't mean that the sixth sense is entirely fabricated. Science explains this phenomenon with the concept of intuition. What is intuition, and what is its connection to the sixth sense? Intuition is the quick decisions the brain makes before entering the conscious thought process. The human brain processes far more information simultaneously than we are aware of. Facial expressions, tone of voice, body language, whether the environment is safe, similar events in the past. All this data is analyzed subconsciously within seconds, and the brain sends us the result as a feeling. We perceive this feeling as the sixth sense. How does the brain make this decision so quickly? Because the brain evolved for survival. For our ancestors, making quick decisions was vital. Recognizing danger was more important than thinking. That's why the brain sometimes disables logic and just gives a warning. This warning is usually felt as follows: inner turmoil, restlessness, unexplained fear, a sudden urge to withdraw. This is when the sixth sense emerges. Why do some people have a stronger sixth sense? Everyone has a sixth sense, but it doesn't work at the same level for everyone. People with a stronger sixth sense are usually those who have a lot of life experience, are used to observing human behavior, have survived dangerous situations, have learned through making mistakes. The brain never forgets past experiences. When it encounters a similar situation, it immediately raises an alarm. That's why some people say even before anything happens, something feels off here. Why is the sixth sense sometimes wrong? Because the brain is not perfect. Fears, traumas, and biases can cause the brain to give false alarms. For example, someone who has had a bad experience before may interpret a similar situation as dangerous. In such cases, the sixth sense can make a non-existent threat feel real. So not every sixth sense is accurate, but some of them can truly be life-saving. Real-life examples. Many people tell stories about escaping great danger thanks to a last-minute decision, a canceled trip, a meeting that never happened, a changed plan. These events are often called luck, but from a scientific point of view, most of them are fast decisions made by the subconscious mind. The brain noticed a detail we weren't aware of and warned us. Conclusion: does the sixth sense really exist? Yes, it does. But it's not a mysterious or supernatural power. The sixth sense is not seeing the future, not a magical ability, not exclusive to special people. It is a quiet but effective early warning system developed by the brain to protect us. The best approach is this: don't completely ignore your sixth sense, but don't let it make every decision in your life either. Have you ever walked away from a situation because of your sixth sense? Or has your sixth sense ever misled you? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more mysterious and thought-provoking topics like this.